Hi, this is Harsh and welcome to my podcast. You know what pains me the most? It's how much people love creating boundaries and bringing others down. The endless you versus me, us versus them, it's as if they thrive on drawing lines and forming sides, forgetting that we're all fundamentally the same. What gives them this authority to divide and spread hate? Is it a mere chance of birth in a more developed state? Or perhaps it's the comfort behind a screen, passing judgments on things they've never seen, casting stones from a sheltered place, finding fault in a different face. An artist I follow recently released a banger of a song. Like wildfire, his music quickly captured widespread attention, reaching places no one anticipated. It felt like a personal victory because it was rare to see local artists gain global recognition. However, to my surprise, as his popularity began to soar in the West, so did the hate. Simply because he was Indian, some people were quick to dismiss him on Instagram, and the stereotypes were ridiculous. What does being a brown man have to do with the music one creates? Does music have a color or a face? Is talent only respected from our own race? I recall a vacation in Malaysia, hanging out with friends from my hostel. A fellow traveler from England casually remarked, "Your English is quite good," as if it were a compliment I should be proud of. Without taking offense, I explained that English unites India, a country of 1,000 languages, and contrary to cultural stereotypes, we are quite proficient at it. I didn't hold it against her, understanding she might have been innocently unaware. However, I dislike targeted stereotypes that generalize an entire culture based on the actions of a few. India, like many countries, is a developing nation, still grappling with numerous challenges. Much like a child who learns from observing the parents, she too inherits the prejudices and biases of the world around her. There is stereotypical behavior within my own culture, but change begins with you and me. I can't change how people think of Indians or how Indians think of others. Stereotypes are subtly planted in our minds through our own experiences. What I do know is that we're not so different, and it doesn't take much to say that. We often hold biases about things we don't understand and people we haven't met, driven by the need to belong and feel good about our group. Yet, our ability to understand others transcends language. The more I travel, the more I realize that despite all the things that set us apart, our desire for love and appreciation for art transcends all boundaries. That's why it's my lifelong dream to travel the world and expand my limited understanding of this world. It's easy to put people in boxes, drawing lines, creating sides, building stereotypes. But you and me, we're the same. I didn't choose where I was born, but I can certainly choose how I want to live. I don't want to live a life of boundaries. I want to live a life of cooperation where I can live among people of different faiths and cultures without having to feel smaller than I am. I don't want violence and hatred. I want peace and love. I wish for a world where my Muslim brothers and I don't have to put aside our religious differences. I want to fall in love with a world where every skin tone is seen as a beautiful stroke in a masterpiece of colors. The world may continue to look down on me today, but when we finally become even, I will show them that there is no place for hatred and differences. We are all children of God, even if our gods are not the same. The world is still growing, and so am I. I am a brown-skinned boy, and I'm reaching for the sky. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like what I do, I hope you can take the time to rate this podcast and share this with your friends and family. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.